said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So UCLA's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going
quarterback get hurt the first play. That's tough.
Sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose.
You need to bring the pressure to this backup on man.
Look for some
listen, he's a backup
for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him and down.
Had to bring the heat. That's the backup. He done got a little banged up out there.
Gasp for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to
go after him again. Into the backup, man. We just put a little fear in his heart.
Push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated.
See, they quarterback back.
Into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle.
Man, you got
His man.
Hey.
Spin, still running. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Firing to the right, complete.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
what?
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up. And now they'll
Everybody's
snap it on
surprised
second
with them.
down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And tackled there by the defense.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella. And they're able...
Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keeps it. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work into the field. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Clemens. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Good shit. Oh, no.
And they'll have it first and goal.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over BYU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's all me, baby. I take that boy down. Red talk.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Potts.
Hope they had these 2 shutdown corners. The fuck they out here for?
33 and it's 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The give to the single back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw.
Get him.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality. You're seeing.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. Looking for room at the 30. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Block it. Dang.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Yeah.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got his man. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because
damn, man. I didn't even mean to hit the button. Oh, man, I'm sad.
He goes down after
I ain't even mean to hit the button. I accidentally hit it.
Get the football back.
Oh, man.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's going
That's his first INT off of
making plays.
You know how you hold your finger over a button and you're so close to the controller. My shit hit the damn.
You've had a great season so far, young man.
My shit hit the damn thing, man. His first interception was fluke.
Decent pickup on that play. One more snap coming.
His first interception, motherfucking fluke.
Second and short. Makes the grab.
Sorry.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys.
First interception was fucking fluke. You can tell I ain't mean to throw that high. That bitch was floating up in the air. Damn, man.
Receiver. His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Vols have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way.
And he feels that it burns him up. Another sack. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. The official says no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Right back to the well. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was
this was a fluke loss off of a fumble and an accident interception, I think.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run the toss. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it.
Man, boy, if you pick that, that's so huge, man. That's a pick 6 right there.
And UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Washington. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got his man on the right. He get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabs it in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Whitaker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh, God,
Can't
man.
make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game.
Intercept this
Instead,
shit,
it'll be
what?
fourth down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The first snap of this drive comes from their own 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Oh, shit, I thought he intercepted that, man.
Almost immediately.
Quickly.
Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover.
I thought that shit was kicked. That looked like I don't know what.
Wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. There he goes. Headed to the end zone.
Damn, I gave him too much time.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The give on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this
injury
point.
10 timeout cheat shit they do.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. From the gun. Give on the inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
It always happens to happen when they need a timeout.
Get it close enough for a field goal.
They got to take that off the game. Well, I guess it's real life shit. Come on, baby. Let him get out of bounds, though.
He has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
You can get out.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use
Damn, you called wrong. Hold on.
And put them in position to win this game.
Shit.
Rush is on him.
God. Yes.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And his
Hello.
offense does not come big, man. You needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense.
Man, I almost just lost to UCLA, boy. Man, these motherfuckers, they almost beat me, boy.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in formation.
Yeah, about 1 point, boy. Man, no, I wasn't even toying with him, man. My quarterback fumbled on a scramble. That was one turnover, and then on one play, you know how you got your hand close to the button because you're looking at your receivers. I accidentally hit it, and my quarterback threw the ball like he threw it up in the sky, like way up in the air. It was floating up there so long because I ain't mean to hit the button, and I threw an interception right before I was going to score. It fucked me up, man. Man, I just had to play some crazy defense to get the ball back. And stop them from scoring, man. Dang. Woo. What? Yeah, that was number 15. I actually took one of them FCS schools off my schedule and added them this year too. You know how they give you them FCS? You know how they give you them little sorry teams? Yeah, they had them on their schedule, and I didn't want to play them, so I put UCLA on there. Damn, they beat me. Don't do right there. Our receivers ain't doing nothing, yo. All of them. Every time that Tennessee Titans big game, come on. No, we're probably on, man. Nah, you don't want to. Nah, I ain't rush me. They play at 2:30. Nah, I bet like 100 or something. Good. Yeah. I said, you the GM.